into it. Week 13, bets on a budget. The 5 best lines that we could find from around the NFL, of course, presented by SoBet.
Absolutely sponsored by SoBet. And go ahead and click the link in the description. Use code TheIssue when you go on SoBet. Just betting experts. There's a guy hitting NFL props out there that's like 75%. Go hit him up. Go check out our bets on there as well. In fact, hit that little Michigan over Ohio State parlay over the weekend. I'll tell you what.
That was awesome.
Beautiful. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the NFL bets. First line here, Miami minus 9.5 at Washington. As a road favorite, they're actually 2-0, and they've covered both. The average margin of victory has been 14 for Miami as a road favorite. Washington just doesn't have the defense to keep up with the high-powered offense. They just flatly don't. I know Sam Howell can throw the ball around the yard, but the inconsistencies in terms of turnovers and offensive line play, a lot of it's not even his fault. Mostly offensive line and weapons fault, but they can get yards. The points are not there. They are a field goal machine. I will take Miami to win 31, call it 13.
Yeah, I like Miami big here. The offensive power is undeniable, right? Like you've seen it all season for the most part. The weapons that they have, Tua is great, great scheme and play calling always in Miami. The credit to Mike McDaniel there. So yeah, Miami's been killing it for us as a big favorite. We're gonna ride with them for yet another week.
I feel like that's been one of the teams. Them and Dallas, we either will fade them as a big favorite or tail them as a big favorite, and we always get it right. They're very predictable to me.
Yeah,
they're very predictable. The Jets plus 2.5 versus Atlanta. In fact, I like them outright to win. We both picked the Jets over the Falcons. First of all, I can't bet Atlanta personally. They just burn me every freaking time. And Atlanta is 0-2 as a road favorite, with their average margin of victory being close to 3. So I don't love, I guess, average margin of loss. I don't love Atlanta being a favorite. They tend to be overvalued a lot because they can be kind of high flying, right? You get Kyle Pitts, Drake London, Bijan Robinson. When they have a good game, they look really good. They look like they could pop off a little bit. But this defense is legit. I think Sauce Gardner locks down. I love the front seven of the Jets. I'll take them to win outright at home 21-20.
Yeah, I like that one too, and that's something we both picked during predictions. It's both picked the dog, and I think the Jets defense has a lot that is just going to be able to overpower anything that Atlanta can get going.
I said it in predictions. Do you really see a headline being Desmond Ridder overcomes that defense?
No.
I just don't. It just doesn't sound right when you say it out loud.
No, it doesn't. The Jets don't win many games, but this is one that I feel is
I feel good about the Jets here. I feel good. I was actually surprised it was 2.5.
Which feels weird. I've never felt good about the Jets.
Yeah, I've never felt great about the Jets.
Also, I've never felt good about betting Atlanta.
No, we'll never feel good about that.
Yeah.
Let's go New England plus 6 versus the Chargers. As a home dog, the Pats, yes, they are 1-2, but the average margin of victory is just under 3 points in those games in terms of point differential in those 3 games, and we know the Chargers are going to charger. Do you really trust Brandon Staley?
No.
In a game against a very, very clever defensive coach? We know Belichick has his flaws. They're not defensive. I can tell you that right now. And the Chargers' average margin of victory as a road favorite is just 5 when they do win those games. So, I like LA to win, probably closer to a field goal. I'll go 23-20. Patriots kind of ugly it up, muddy it up a little bit. Herbert takes a drive down late to win it.
Yeah, this game I think, is going to be boring because of Bill and that defense. They always have a way of just kind of stifling the other team, holding them to absolutely nothing.
They take away your best thing. They make you play left-handed.
Yeah.
And I think Justin Herbert left-handed, though, is going to be good enough to beat him.
It's just you never feel good about going into a game with Bill. You don't.
No, I like them to cover. Don't like them to win. Let's go with Denver plus 3.5 at Houston. You actually like Houston to win, but even at 3.5, the number is still good for Houston to win. You get the hook on your side if you're betting for Denver plus the points. I like Denver outright. The last 4 weeks, the defense is very legit. They take the ball way better than anybody. I think 13 turnovers in the last 4 games. And if you take out that Miami game when they got routed, they're actually one of the best teams in football in terms of margin of victory as a dog, right? So as a dog, they're playing really well. It's just the numbers are skewed because they got 70 hung on them and lost by 50 earlier in the year. But in reality, they are not that bad as an underdog, especially on the road. And also, by the way, Houston's 0-3 as a home favorite. Just saying. 0-3 both against the spread and for real. So they, as a home favorite, just aren't it.
Okay, fair enough. And I do like the, I guess, structure of a team that Denver is starting to piece back together after, starting really slow and having that whole thing last year. So
they're going to run the ball.
They seem to be getting back to at least decent football. I like it to stay close. I do like Houston to win, though. But I like to stay close. Denver plus 3.5.
Fair enough. Love it. I'll go with the Rams -4 versus Cleveland. Look, Cleveland is a little bit overvalued because they have such a good defense, but that quarterback is a pumpkin, right? Dorian Thompson-Robinson is not it. He's not a franchise player. I don't even view him as a top 30 backup in football. He's more like a third-string quarterback because he is their third-string quarterback. And I think Sean McVay, actually, I think they're undervalued. I really do. I think this is a touchdown type of game. Cleveland's average margin of loss as a dog this season is over 6. It's like 6.5. So I think LA's undervalued, and I think Cleveland's overvalued. So I'll take a fairly low number and swallow the 4 points with LA being at home as well. I like them to win 27-20.
I like it too. Matt Stafford is my big reasoning here. I think he's obviously the better quarterback. I know he's the better quarterback.
Yeah, that's a fact. Number one in high school, college, and in the pros.
Yes.
Super Bowl winner.
And the Rams have kind of been catching at least a little bit of a stride recently.
Well, now that they have Kyron Williams back, their running back, they've been good.
Yeah.
Like, they were really, really good against Arizona. I know Arizona's bad, but to hang 37 on them, like, that's impressive no matter what.
And you got McVay.
Yeah, McVay's great.
It's McVay.
Yeah. Let's run back through them. We got Miami -9.5 at Washington. I like the underdog Jets. The Patriots and Denver, again, all underdogs at 2.5, 6, and 3.5 respectively. And I will take the Rams -4 versus Cleveland to round out a good, solid 5-game card. Feeling good about it.
Hell of a bet slip.
At least 4-1.
We are hoping for the best.
At least.
We need it, man.
The New England one makes me nervous just because Herbert's so good.
That's fair.
But you remember Herbert 2 years ago, his second year, when Belichick came to SoFi and they beat him like 37-0. The Patriots did.
Yeah.
So like maybe Bill's got the secret to Herbert.